Hello and happy Friday. Rolls around pretty quickly, doesn't it? Hope you had a good week, and looking forward to the weekend. It's Father's Day here in New Zealand on Sunday, so that'll be a nice get together. Have a bit of family dinner, so I'm looking forward to that. And we've had some lovely weather, so it's very spring-like, so that's nice. Nice to get some warmer weather. Hope everyone's well this week. I decided that it was finally time to start on my Christmas cards, and I want to be able to get them out as well, timely fashion. I usually put off getting them out. I don't know why, but this year my aim is to get onto them and get them out, so starting now. So I'll just wait a few moments, see who pops along. And this will be recorded and popped on my YouTube channel. So you can always pop along there to watch it. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe. I pop up a global design project video each week too. So whatever card I've made for the week, I do a written tutorial and video. So there's always one of those. So I might turn around and get started. Definitely. Hi, Gay. Nice to have you here. I'm definitely doing one card, and yeah, I think we'll do two. It's a repeat of one I've just done for the Stamping Society, but I thought we could do it in another colourway, so just to showcase it a little bit differently. So yeah, I'll turn around and get started. So, hopefully we are good to go. Hope you've had a good week, Gay. Here we are, got some light as well, so that's always good. So this is the card I've just done for the Stamping Society. So that hop, we did an Insta hop yesterday. So I thought it'd be quite cute to do this in blues. I always like blues as well. So I'm just going to do some watercolouring now. Oh, hi, Narelle. Nice to have you here. So I thought I'd watercolour. This is the Fluid 100, so it's quite sturdy. Watercolour this now, and so I can just pop it away and do make the card when it's dry. So I've just got some of the balmy blue ink. I'll just pop it on here. And this Fluid 100 takes lots of water, so you can just add to it and add to it. It doesn't add it too much. So I'm just going to, I've been already using this with blue, so the water's blue. So just get some down on there. Then I just want to add some splodges of darker colour. And I'm just going to totally leave it like that, because it will mix and merge a bit as it sort of moves around, hopefully. Or maybe I better not. maybe I might just splodge it around a bit. That might be a little bit better. So I'll just pop that to one side, and I'll come back to that later. And then in the meantime, I thought I'd do a variation of this card. Oh, that's good. Good, you've had nice weather. Yeah, it's been lovely here too. I think it was something like 21 degrees yesterday, which is really nice for a change. So the other one I'm going to do, I'm going to use the Snowflakes, and I've already gone ahead and cut some ahead of time, so I will cut some more because it's just time consuming. And I've just got a plain white card base, and I thought I'd just leave that plain white as well, the next layer. Sometimes I'm always popping, like this one's got the time-worn type embossing folder on it, but sometimes it's quite nice just to have a bit of plainness. So I'm just going to add some dimensionals to the back of that. Probably could have done this ahead of time, couldn't I? Reminds me, you know, like the days of Hudson and Halls and Alison Holst. Pop it in the oven, you know, the next minute's out, ready. Let's get those off. I have been using the adhesive sheets a bit lately too for bigger back pieces, because that just makes it a little bit quicker. So they're all off. So I'm just going to pop that on there so it's just slightly smaller. Oops. And those backs out of the way. The next thing I'm going to do is cut a couple more of those. So I'll just bring in my mini machine and find where my die cuts are here. So these are really old and tatty, these ones, but they work so well because they've been flattened down a bit. Just pop those on there. These are out of the Chic Dies, so it's really good because there are lots of different options in that set. Oh, hi Joe, nice to have you here too. Thanks for popping along. So I might just run that back just to make sure. I'm sorry, I'm wobbling around here. It cuts right through. That is, yay. Just flick those in. Yeah. Get out of the way. Oh, hi Linda, nice to have you here too. We have a little bit of a party. So I got to come out of the, yep. And then what I want to do, I've got this large circle from the layering circles, and it's about just over 3 inches, or the 8-inch one. And what I find is that works really well to use it as a guide for your circle. If I don't, I'm going to end up with something that's not very round. So, and then I just use the stylus on the take your pick tool, the end, and then I just sort of mark on the circle just inside, because invariably you can't really see them too well, but when you put on an angle you'll see them. Invariably I'm going to want to put it where there isn't a pencil mark, and then you have to try and get in there and rub it out. So there's method in my madness. And then what I wanted is sort of to have a bit of movement with these, so I just sort of plop them up like that. Or another way to do it is get a bit of foam that, and then maybe the larger of those two styluses, just run it in the middle there. And you can probably do that a little bit on these ones as well. It just brings it up a little bit. I don't want anything too much, but just enough to not have them totally flat. I mean, I guess once you're posting them, they will go a little bit flat. But if you're just popping them on a parcel, you know, giving them to someone, they won't. So has anybody else started their Christmas cards? Oh yeah, it is a great set, Joe. I love it. I use it for lots and lots of things. And with these wreaths, I mean, I think they would look kind of cool with the some of the other dies in there, like the shells and stuff. I think they would make a really cool wreath. Right, so once that's done, I'm just going to pop a bit of glue on a scrap of paper. Actually, what I might do instead is pop it on the silicone mat, because it will just come off afterwards. Wipe off or rub off. Oh, hi Amy. Oh, nice to have you here too. Thanks for coming along. Just making a different version of this card, this Christmas card. And I was just wondering who started their Christmas cards. Oh yeah, it would be. It is a good starting one, actually. You're right, and it's got to grab it. Because it's got all those dies, leaves, flowers, shells, and that netting I like too. You can see that so well in a stamp. It's got those lovely images as well. The light's not very good, is it? Yeah, so it is a really lovely set. And I know we don't really do snowflakes here, but there's something about snowflakes, isn't there, for crafting. So I'm just going to follow the same layout because it makes life simple. Just pop them. Just oh, you've started. Oh, you are good. Are you? Do you send them out in a timely fashion, or are you like me and leave it till the last minute? I don't know why, because I've got to go out anyway, so I may as well just do them now. I tend to put it off. Right, so just pop the 3 biggish ones first, and then I'm just going to pop these medium-sized ones and just tuck them in. Probably looks a bit boring from there. Oh, did you, Joe? Oh, thank you. We've made a couple of cards that still have. Oh, I still have some from last year too. And then I'm a bit reluctant to send them out because I think, oh, they're a bit. Some people won't mind. They won't be up with whether they're current or not. Current product. And then these little ones. These are cute. These little tiny. Oh, yeah. So I thought you might be, Narelle. Why did I think you might do that? That's exactly what I do. Make them for challenges and then just projects. But I'm going to do it this year. I challenge you to do it too. Get them sent. Because now, I was thinking about it the other day, we don't even get bills in the post now. So let alone you don't get cards. You know, no one sends cards anymore. Now you don't even get bills because they come on the internet. So you go to the post box and there's nothing. So we do need to get sending them. Right, so there. So hopefully can. Oh yeah, the light's not too bad. It looks fairly. Just might move that around. Flick that up a bit. And move that out of the way because otherwise I will get glue on it. And then I thought, rather than the pearls, I'm going to use these iridescent rhinestones. Oh, you do too. Well, I figured that mostly I've put them on my Instagram channel or somewhere. So I have got copies of them if I ever want them. I just had a friend actually, she just popped in and bought some of mine, for she gives them as gifts, which is kind of a cool thing to do, isn't it? Gift that keeps on giving. So I'm just going to pop these big ones into the smallest ones, just because they've got that big space for, let's see. You see that? It's got, see, they've got quite a big, that big, oh, can't even, there. So I may as well take up that whole space. And I am going to, I'm going to do it slightly different to that one. So I'll pop them on these ones as well. And then these small ones, I'm going to pop on the middle size ones. So this is quite a quick card to do, really. Just if you're happy die cutting while you're watching something, wouldn't take too long to do. And then I'm just going to pop some of these, about 3 extra ones, just sort of pop them around the card. And then lastly, because I'm doing the other one blue, I thought I would do this one blue. Just got a tiny bit of the balmy blue. And I've actually got, this is Merry Christmas, and it's from the Peaceful Deer stamp set. So it's not too big, but it's quite a nice wee size. Oh, thanks, Joe. Yeah, snowflakes, there's something about them, isn't there? And it doesn't need to be complicated. And sometimes we do tend to feel that we have to make a complicated colour for some reason. So get my stuff out. And just put Cover that on there. I always end up with such a mess after this. Stuff everywhere. And then I'm just going to probably get my head in here. I just want to line that up so I don't have to cut it too much. I think I'm a lazy, maybe that's, oh, it doesn't matter. A bit of a lazy stamper, I think. And then I'll just clip it onto these. These are really good because now just, you know, that's in that kit. You don't even have to hold on to it because it holds it. Some sort of like a reverse tweezer. Do a good job of that one. I don't know, just try and get rid of those two. Yeah. Less speed, more haste, my nanny used to say. So hopefully, just get those. It'll be all right. And then I'll just quickly heat this, won't be a sec. It's quite good to flick things with white or white ink, or what else, you know, your Stampin' marker, so it covers up any splotches if you get any splotches. So that just, it's a bit crooked anyway, won't tell anyone. So that I'm just going to pop that sort of about here. It's terrible. I have to do another one later and pop it over top. Do you ever do that to cover up where you've messed up? So then just going to pop that straight. Oh, hi. So it'll be nice to have you here too. Oh, the dog will be happy. So that is all I've done for that one. So you can't see that it looks messy, can you? It looks probably a bit skew-woofy, doesn't it? But maybe I need to balance it a bit more. But anyway, this is the other one that I made with pink. So it's exactly the same, just a pink version. So in those iridescent gems, they pick up the colours, which I think is pretty. So that is my first card. So that it just was another version of that one, really, just a non-watercoloured. Thanks, Narelle. Thank you. Because I guess if people don't like watercolouring, this is really easy to do. Thanks, Sylvia. And also, you could even die cut those out of some DSP if you had one that worked for that gave you different colour variations like that one does. So that's that one. So may as well, I'll go ahead and do this one, because if you didn't see my video, you can just see this now. So all I've got, I'm going to do a blue version. So I've got that layer and this layer here, and then this next layer, which I'm going to emboss, is just 2 millimeters smaller. So hardly anything, but just enough to give it a wee bit of a frame, which I kind of like. Just makes it look, just upscales it a little bit. So I'm just going to run that through the Time Worn Type, which is my favourite embossing folder. What's everybody else's? Does everyone else have a favourite embossing folder that is their go-to? I always used to have the subtle one and then the Tasteful Textiles, and then they both went. So now it's the Time Worn Type is my go-to. I kind of like it just to give it a bit of oomph to my paper. So I'm just going to only glue that onto here. Oh yeah, use that too. Oh, hi Lynette, nice to have you here too. So I'm just going to stick that onto there. As I say, it's a millimetre on each edge, really. You can give that a moment or two. All right, and while that's just doing that, this hasn't totally dried, so I'm quickly going to whiz this with the heat tool, won't you see? Right, hopefully that's enough. So I just want to die cut a couple more of those. I need one of these large ones. Just get them off here. Find a business card, works really well. Let's get those off. So I need a large one, and I need 2 more small ones. Medium. See, I might put those up there. So I'm going to need 2 more of the large ones as well. So I'll try and squeeze in. Hopefully I've done enough. So just run that through. Has anybody got anything exciting planned for the weekend? I was just saying before, it's Father's Day here on Sunday, so a bit of a family dinner. This is quite thick, this card, so it does take at least twice, if not more, to get through. Don't want to break any of those bits off. I want 2 more of these, so I'll just run that through again. Sometimes it doesn't like the way you line it up. Need to push. Oh, shaking the table. I might do just 3 times that time because it might just help it a little bit more. So you can see, you get a nice variegated look on those snowflakes. Oh, you're working. Oh, you're working the weekends. Kids can look after their dad this year. I know it's quite good now. I don't need to even worry about the gift because now they just organise that themselves. So that's good. They pay for it and organise it. It's just not going to go through. Sometimes it's just the way you hold your mouth, isn't it? I'm cooking a dinner. I'll cook it because my parents will come over as well. My husband's put his order in for dessert, so I will do that. Right, so we've done all the die cutting, so that's easy peasy. And then I'm going to do pretty much the same as I did before. I'm going to pop that on dimensionals onto the card base. Let's get those down. Hopefully that's enough. And pop that on there. Hopefully that's nice and straight. And then I'll do, if I can find my circling, oh here it is, do that again. So pop that on there, and then with my stylus, mark it around the edge. It's a bit harder to see with the time worn tight, but I can. I've got a fair idea. And then I just want to poke out those. I've got a zillion of these take your pick tools on my desk. Put those out. I've just ordered another embossing folder. I think it's called Quatrefoil. I can't quite remember. That looks really pretty, so I'm looking forward to when that arrives. It's to have a bit of a few options. Right, so just, you don't have to poke all these out. You can just leave some of them in. May as well, seen I've started. And so if anybody makes any of these, tag me. Love to see what your version look. Really be cool to get a few different ideas. Sometimes it's good just to do a variation on a theme, isn't it? Right, so I've got all my bits now, so I'll do that. My glue. There's still a bit sitting on there, so that's quite handy. Oh, do you? Oh, I love them. They're so good. Right, so try and even them up a bit this time, I think. They're so pretty. I think they're prettiest in the blue. And I suppose blue kind of works, doesn't it, with whites and icicles and stuff like that too. So they would, Joe. That's a good idea, actually. They would make a nice gift. I always used to think giving my cards away as a gift was sort of like a Clayton's gift, the one, so it wasn't a real gift because I had to give it away. But then I think it was Tenille Williams said, the gift that keeps on giving. And I thought, I like that idea. That sounded much better. Just put that down there a little bit. Let's make room for it. And I didn't zhuzh these ones up, so I might just do that with these little ones. Yeah, I've got glue stuck to me as well. It's lovely. Oh dear, it's lucky I'm just allowed to play with this stuff, isn't it? Nothing dangerous. Oh, we watched a movie last night. It was a bit different. It had Morgan Freeman in it, and he's always the good guy. It was a bit different. It was called The Contract, and it was really old. It was like 2006, but it's just on Netflix. It was really good. I enjoyed that. Let's tuck that. Is anybody watching anything interesting at the moment? Oh, yeah. Getting carried away. Once I've got them down, I'll have a look just to make sure it looks nice and even. Not too bad. Just pull that one over there a little bit. Oh, okay, cool. Nice to have you here. See you later. Have a nice weekend. And then lastly, I'm just going to do the sentiment. And I think I might just use that same Merry Christmas one. It's quite cute on the white. Just going to do it outside the screen so I can get it straight. And don't look now. So I'm going to use this classic label punch. Hopefully that will fit, because it's retired, but it's so good because it just fits so many. Actually, there is a die that I use too sometimes, which is from the Give It a Whirl, which would fit there too. And bow, I'm going to do a bow, but I've run out of that white. I live on this white ribbon, so I'm just going to pop a bow. I did my version of a Tammy bow. Pop that up there, and I might do a cheeks one this time. I'm just going to. Oh, actually, I won't. So it's going to be a pain in the neck. I'll just see how much I've got lengthwise, because it is quite short. No, I might just do a single bow. Just going to knot those two. Yeah, I love this ribbon because you can colour it as well. Have it white or colour it, which is always nice. Let's get those loops the same length. And then put another glue dot down, because I've seemed to have lost that other one. On there. So, and this, I think this would look quite good if it was dark too. Lots of darker blues would look quite pretty. It would be interesting, like Joe said, do it in different colourways. And could do rainbow, actually. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Do one in each colour. Might just go slightly smaller. So with that sentiment being a bit smaller, it doesn't need to be quite as. Yeah, that will do. Some dimensionals to go on the back of that. Just tuck another one in there. And I've just left a gap and just sort of to that side a bit, so I can just tuck that over the knot that's in the bow. And then I'll just trim that off just a little bit, just to tidy that up a bit. And some sparkly bits and pieces. So I think on this one I put pearls, which I think looked, I don't know if I've got enough of oh yeah, I've got enough of these. I've only got little ones left, but I might as well use those. So I quite like those because they pick up the colour of what colour you're using. They sort of take on that colour. So those to order some more of these as well. Really like these. Can never have too much bling. And the other ones are covered up, so I don't need to put any. Oh, no, oh, there's still one up there. I can see a little bit. And I'll just tuck these other ones. 1, 2, put one up there. And it, oh, that's what I did. I've forgotten to do that. I'll just do that. Well, you don't have to do that. Actually, I won't do it on this one. But I flicked them with the Stampin' Up marker. I don't know if you can see it on this one. Hard to get it clear, isn't it? But yeah, I flicked it on the background just to add a bit of interest. So those are my cards today. So there's the blue version. I think I like the blue version better, actually. And which is who votes for what. And then these two here, and get them all in. So the pink version of that and the blue version. Oh, thanks, Lynette. Thank you. Yeah, they're fun to make. So I think I might try and, thanks, Gay, get organised and get my Christmas cards made. And maybe I could. I mean, there's nothing to stop me getting them all written up either, which is always seems to be the part that I put off doing for some reason. Oh, thank you, Joe. Oh, thank you. Thanks for coming along. It was really good. It was nice to have everyone here. And thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday. And if you'd like to share this Facebook Live, that'd be great. Thank you. The more the merrier. And yeah, take care, everyone. Bye for now. Oh, thanks, Amy. Bye.